What does dreaming about bras mean? If you're dreaming about a bra or a brassiere, you might be thinking that you're having one of those types of dreams. I'm talking about adult dreams, not safe for work type of night visions. But you have to look at the details. If you're just focused on this article of clothing, and this is a piece of underwear and it is clothing, then you're probably not having an NSFW type of dream. You're not having an adult entertainment dream. There's nothing sexual about this dream. In fact, whether you're a man or a woman, when you dream about a bra or bras in plural, it can indicate certain key topics that your subconscious has been trying to get across to you for quite a while. It's probably a good idea to sit up and pay attention as to what this bra dream really means. Generally speaking, a dream about a bra, it involves issues of support. It involves issues of identity and feeling secure and confident in your skin. That is the broad theme behind bra dreams. But if you want to get to the bottom of what this type of dream truly means as far as your specific night vision goes, you need to look at the context, and what follows are key contextual variations of the general overview bra dream that I just described. What does it mean to dream of a bra that is too small or too tight? Dreaming of a bra that is too small or too snug may represent feelings of restriction, confinement, or lack of comfort with your sexuality or feminine identity. Let's unpack this. You feel restricted not because you are locked into some sort of prison with four walls and gray bars and iron railings. No. This has nothing to do with physical restriction, but everything to do with what other people expect from you, as well as your own assumptions and expectations of who you can be, what you can and cannot do, who you should or should not be, so on and so forth. This can also involve issues regarding your sexuality. Maybe you feel that there are many different ways to define what a man is or what a woman is or somebody in between. Well, the problem is there are a lot of people around you that you think will not approve of you. You may think that they will not accept you or will withhold validation if you somehow challenge their ideas of femininity, gender identity, and so on and so forth. That's not surprisingly, you feel restricted. You feel like you can't really soar, you can't really explore or articulate who you are. So it's not a surprise that when people dream of a bra that is too small or too tight, they feel confined. It's as if there is a neat little box drawn around their identity by somebody else, somebody they can control, and they're stuck. This is a really harsh dream to feel, because if you really want to flourish as a human being, you need to be free. And it's hard to do this when your very own identity seems to be drawn by somebody else. What does it mean to dream of a bra that is too large or too loose? On the other end of the extreme is the idea of a bra that is too large or too loose. If this is your dream symbol, this can indicate that you feel that you really are operating without rules. Now, on the surface, this might seem like a good idea. This might seem like a good thing, like you're getting a tremendous amount of freedom, but oftentimes, the last thing people need is too much freedom. So there has to be some sort of balance between structure and expectation and standards on one end and freedom on the other. And unfortunately, when your dream vision involves a bra that is too large or too loose, you're on the other end. You feel that there's a lack of support, there's a lack of definition, and it's pretty much everything goes. And usually, when people find themselves with that much freedom, they either want freedom from choice, so they end up in relationships where they are begging other people to make their decisions for them, or they end up making their own choices. They end up being addicted to substances. They push things too hard, overstress, burnout, and suffer nervous breakdown, or they just get lazy. You have this is really the most tragic variation of this. This is the most tragic outcome. Think about it. You have all these possibilities in front of you. You have all this freedom at your fingertips, and what do? You sit on it. You waste it day after day, week after week, month after month. All this time, nobody holding you back, nobody putting you into neat little categories or boundaries. But none of that matters because you ignore all of it. You waste the opportunity. Talk about failing to live up to your full potential. These are the warning signs that dreaming of a bra that is too large or too loose brings to the table. So connect the dots, read between the lines, and see how you can apply these lessons into your life. Be on the lookout for these trends, because when you have too much freedom and you respond by failing to use that freedom, you end up wasting your life. That's the bottom line. I know that sounds harsh, but it's also the truth. Just a quick reminder, if you are enjoying this video, please click the like button and hit subscribe. Please be sure to click the bell notification icon so you never miss any of our updates. Thanks for watching this video. Now let's get back to the dream analysis. What does it mean to dream of buying a new bra? When you buy a new bra, chances are you're taking it out of a package. It could be a plastic package or even a formal box. There might even be a brand name on that container. Whatever the case may be, when you dream of buying a new bra, this can symbolize a change or a transition in your life related to feelings of nurturing, self-confidence, or self-definition. These are very heavy topics and they can easily take up a lot of time. But if we were to cut a long story short, give yourself some time and space to fully see what this transition involves. This way you can have a clear understanding of what the consequences of these very heavy personal changes would be in many different areas of your life. This will help you manage the transition so you can be sure that you are actually choosing the identity that you want for yourself instead of simply just living up to other people's expectations. In fact, if you're completely honest with yourselves, that's the worst thing that you can do, which is to live up to other people's expectations, because you're not living your life. You're playing by somebody else's script. You are live action role playing, so to speak. So if you want to put this into action, focus on the changes that are happening in your life and ask yourself, is this the kind of change that I really would want for myself? And if not, look for other directions. The key is to claim this power of change. Make it work for you according to your will instead of simply going on autopilot. What does it mean to dream of a bra in an unusual color or style? Everybody's got their favorite color, or at the very least, everybody's got their familiar color. This is the color that they are most comfortable with and they wouldn't mind wearing day after day. Now, if you see yourself either wearing or looking at a bra that is an unusual color or style, you might want to take a break. You may want to pause, because this obviously is not something that you chose. This obviously is not something that is familiar to you or comes easy to you. When you dream of a bra in an unusual color or style, this can represent a desire to express yourself in an unconventional way. You just want to go out on a limb. You want to take the path least traveled, so on and so forth. Here's the problem. All of these rebellion against conventional thinking and conventional ways of living may sound awesome on paper. In fact, they might even make you look like some sort of avant-garde or bohemian hero. Whether you're a hippie, a hipster, or a beatnik, whatever label you want to put yourself, that's kind of the track that people tend to associate with this type of dream. But in reality, you're not as unique, rebellious, or free-thinking as you had hoped. In reality, you're just repeating the same kind of accepted forms of rebellion and nonconformity
that previous generations have stuck with. The labels may change, the clothing may change, the fashion sense may change, but the essence of sticking out from the crowd and choosing a different path because you march to the beat of your own drummer is as old as time itself. And in reality, you have all these people being unique individuals together. Do you see the oxymoron? Do you see the contradiction in terms? And this is why, at the end of the day, seeking to be different just for the sake of different is a dead end. A lot of the times people who try to be anti-establishment or countercultural simply just choose to buy different products, but their assumptions are the same. So if you really want to stand out and stick out, choose to be truly different. And in many cases, it all begins with just simply looking at the world differently and imagining yourself in a different path compared to other people or compared to what is expected of you.
What does it mean to dream of a bra with a special label? Bras, especially Victoria's Secret, have been fashion items for a long time. In many cases, they've been involved with high fashion, like expensive luxury lingerie, that kind of thing. But if you see a bra with a special label, this can indicate that the bra, or the symbol for restriction, is intentional. It's customized. It's intended for you. And what's shocking about all of this is that this is a representation of you trying to put restrictions on yourself. Now you may be thinking, why would I want to do that? It's hard enough trying to break free of other people's influences and undue control over my life. Why would I put myself through that hassle? When in reality, this is actually a positive thing. Why? You understand that you need structure. You understand that if you left to your own devices, chances are you will let your most self-destructive habits take over. This is an act of knowing yourself. That's where it comes from. You know that you cannot really safely operate without rules, boundaries, standards, and models of perfection. You just can't. Now, some people can just reconnect with their inner sense of order or their more internal moral compass, and they can live out the rest of their lives in an exemplary way. But those people are few and far between. We are under the impression that there's a lot of these people because of the Hollywood portrayal or glamorization of the rugged individual. But in reality, you don't have that kind of thing. I mean, it takes a while for you to develop that kind of internal personal compass. So you're looking for rules. You're looking for the tried and proven. You're looking for the traditional. Because deep down inside, you know that for something to become traditional, it must meet a certain need. Not just at that specific date and time and place, but also for the rest of humanity. You're looking for classic traditions. So in that context, it makes sense to impose that kind of order on yourself. Because if left to chance, there's a high likelihood that you will engage in counterproductive behavior. What does it mean to dream of a bra that is damaged or broken? If the main focus of your dream is the state of repair of the bra, maybe has a broken strap or a misaligned clip, or one of the cups is damaged or too thin, this can indicate that you are suffering from a deep level of insecurity. You feel that there is something missing in your life, or something is warped, distorted, and it's all about you. In reality, you are experiencing something that is quite common. Most people feel insecure at one point in the day. That's just the name of the game. And just because you feel insecure doesn't necessarily mean that you are insecure on a constant level. But here's the problem. The more you focus on your insecurities, the more likelihood that you will be ruminating for such an intense period that this can easily spiral out of control into depression, anxiety, and other counterproductive mental and emotional states. If you keep this up enough, you will end up with low self-esteem because you feel that people don't get you, people don't understand you. So you wallow in self-pity and play up the fact, at least to yourself, that you're really not getting much support. Well, the reason why you're not getting much support is because you have separated yourself from people who would otherwise be supportive of you. Do you see how this works? It quickly becomes a chicken or egg problem, and it's a very frustrating dilemma to find yourself in, because where do you draw the line? Is this an issue of people having you a hard time, giving you a hard time? Or is there something else? If you want to be completely honest, the reason why you're miserable, the reason why you feel yourself falling into one weird situation after another, is because of what you bring to the table. Let go of your insecurities. It's not as bad as you think. Set aside your worst case scenarios because it is not as crushing as you believe. Thank you for watching this video. We appreciate your support. If you have not already done so, please click the like button and hit subscribe. Please be sure to click the bell notification icon so you don't miss any of our updates. If you have any dreams that you'd like us to interpret and analyze, please leave the details in the comments. We read every comment and we create videos based on customer requests, based on community requests. To support our mission of helping people from all over the world live their best lives by tapping the power of their dreams, please click the share button and share this video on all your social media accounts. Thank you for sharing our time here in our analysis of broad dreams. We'll see you in the next dream.